Well, welcome to another episode of Ask the Pastor. My name is Will McVeigh. I'm part of the session here at Chestnut Mountain Presbyterian Church, here with Rick Holmes. And in our last couple of episodes, we've been talking about the interview process, culminating a lot of information, listening to the congregation. There have been some opportunities for congregants to gather, to hear more about the process and to ask questions. Can you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah. Part of what we're trying to do is we're trying to facilitate a conversation between the session and the leadership of the life of the church and the congregation, because everybody has a stake in the outcome of the search process. And everybody wants God's man. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Everybody wants God's man here. And we'll explore a little bit more about that in the coming videos. But I've initiated a series of meetings in order to have a conversation with people about the process. And the first three of these meetings, I invited people. The rest of the meetings, there's 8 scheduled right now that are available for people where you're invited to sign up to attend. And the reason that there's a sign up and the reason I invited small groups of people is we want enough, not too many people in the room to have a conversation. Because it's not just a conversation of people speaking with me or me helping them understand the process. There's also a conversation happening between members about the process. And it's fascinating to watch that process. So actually one of the members made a suggestion about meeting with some people. And so I asked a number of people to tell me who it is that other members talk to about the life of the church. Because I know they're talking to each other. In fact, they might not be talking to the leaders when they're talking to each other. And there are understandable concerns there. And I wanted to create an avenue to be able to speak into those concerns, to help paint the picture and really be sure people had an accurate understanding. In other words, to understand the story of what's unfolding here, because a lot of progress is being made, but some people don't perceive that. And that's why we want to open the curtains further for people. And so I invited in 3 different groups, 45 people to come and participate in these conversations. And so nobody's being excluded. And the idea here, my hope is that the congregation will take advantage of this. And last night at the session meeting, I asked you elders to invite your people, or to yourself, invite me to a gathering with your people to have these conversations. So Will, you came to one last week. Why don't you tell people a little bit about it and what you thought of it, what you saw?
Sure. I like how you put it, that we all have a stake in this process. Everybody is invested in getting the right pastor, getting the right information, and going and listening. I heard people express that very thing. That there was great value in hearing more about the process, great value in the opportunity to speak into the process. What I heard also is they want more opportunities to speak and to listen, to hear. So it was very encouraging for me to be part of that and to see and hear what people are asking, and that they're invested. And it's a long process, but there is a real deep commitment here at Chestnut Mountain to be part of this.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you were there, and I appreciated you're both listening, because primarily I invited the elders to bring their ears, and they did, and as well as you concluding the time. And I think that was good. I appreciated your doing that. And so part of what we're moving toward here is to continue to kind of help people understand when the search committee will form, what things need to be in place for the search committee to form, because some people think it's taking too long, and some people think it's endless, and it's not. And so in some of the upcoming conversations we're going to have, we're gonna help explain that. So one of the things, these last couple talks we've had, I've written from the mountain for July. So it's actually a couple pages long, single-spaced, to kind of put this information out in writing for people so they can see that. And I would encourage them to reach out to one of the elders. It's a two-way street, communication. And so we're trying to open up avenues. And I applaud the elders for opening it up, saying, yeah, here, the door's open, come in, we want to listen to you, we'll try to help you understand what's going on. So thank you, Will.
Yeah, thank you. And I would just echo that invitation to ask. Everybody at Chestnut Mountain has unique insights. So please share them. If you have questions, please ask. We are delighted to hear those questions and entertain those questions and have conversations, because we all have much to learn. So thanks, Rick.
Thank you, Will.